So guys, I just want to it's recording. So guys, I just want to make a few clarification about my analysis. So this is a daily chart, and before we get to the daily chart, let's start with the weekly chart. Weekly chart, let's say we go to another pair that is let's say on this side. As you can see, I normally mark like EURUSD. It's my favorite pair. So this is it. Let's zoom it. So as you zoom it, as you can see, this is a monthly. I think it's a monthly. It's a center. Let me just remove it. So on the monthly, as you can see, we will mark this point and this point. This point and this point. So the midpoint will be at this point. When price comes at this point, it will go like it will rise. That is what I want to say. Not because of this point, but because this point will have a PDRs that will stop price from dropping, and the PDRs are this one. I would say it's like a breaker. It will be act like a breaker for the price. As we move to the weekly, so the weekly, let's say on the monthly, we mark also the high. Not to confuse you, we'll mark also the high. So the blue zones is the halfway point. So on the weekly, we'll observe it. Let's say on this point. So this is the weekly. So on the weekly also, I'll give you this one. So let's mark in between this zone. So in between this zone, we mark it a different color. Let's say we mark it as red. For the weekly, it's red. Then in between the red, we'll also mark this zone. It's not that these zones are so powerful, it's that this zone contains PDRs that will resist the price, maybe for not dropping or from rising too high. That is what I want to mean. So this is what let me tell you. So this zone, as you can see, this area, it will resist price. Let's say in between of these zones, maybe because of this order block. Let me just mark the order block so all of you can see. This is an order block. Price can get this point, then rises. Or one thing to confirm is that this was not a market strike. This was not a change of character. This was a liquidity sweep. As confirmed, the liquidity sweep, the price will reverse. So if it reverses, that means it can come to this order block here. So as we move down below, we'll see the order block, and also to confirm the price might drop, also we just look for probability. I don't know where the price will go, but this is just the probability. You see also a liquidity sweep and also a liquidity sweep here. So just want to know the market structure shift. So on the 4-hour time frame, the 4-hour time frame, we look at this can be let's say this can be the zone, or this can be the liquidity. So price might go at that area or not go at that area. So as you can see in the 4-hour chart, or let's like this one, this is what it looks like. Let me just okay, so price, as you can see, maybe because of this fair value gap here, price returned to the fair value gap and drops. So also we look for this area, this zone, and remove this zone because it has been confirmed that price will drop to sweep this liquidity, so your first TP must be around this point. So at this point, I think this is the point price will be, it's attracted to this point, so we're waiting for price to come at this point so the price can rise. And also I can also confirm a market structure shift at this point, as you can see at this point. Then you have a fair value gap in below this point. Let me just rub this. Then you can see a fair value gap in between. So this fair value gap, price might come to the fair value gap, then drops, or because the fair value gap has already been filled at this area, as you can see, I only look for the price like fair value gap and other blocks, and that's my strategy. As you can see, price did not close below this point, it's just swept, so there's likely price will go above this point to sweep this liquidity, then drops, or come to this order block. There's also order block after the liquidity sweep. So the order block, let me just remove the mitigated ones. This is mitigated, this is mitigated. So we go to top down analysis to 1 hour time frame. As you can see, in 1 hour time frame, we also have a fair value gap in between this region. Let me mark the fair value gap as a different one, maybe a color yellow. So price will return at this point, then drops also to this breaker, as you can see. So dropping from this point, let's say it hit this point, then it drops from this point. Let me take you to daily. So daily, we're expecting price to come at this point. How many pips are there? Let's just have a look of how many pips from this area. 120. It's not that much, but it's worthy holding to it. So just hold one trade to it and it goes that way. So this is just a analysis, my top down analysis. You can just look